Hey, what's up? This is Silenoz from Dimmu Borgir, and you're watching MPJ.
Thank you for joining us today.
No problem.
You guys are out currently on your world tour, Darkness Reborn Tour. You guys did a little bit in Europe already, and now we're day 2, I think, of North America. How's the tour been going so far?
Well, as for the North American tour, it's a bit early to say, but the Euro tour went really well, and we had some days off at home. So we're looking forward to the 5 or 6 weeks we're going to do here in the States, and I think it's going to be really good because we had the first show last night and it was really cool, so it's going to be good.
Excellent. And now you guys have a new album that just came out. It's your 9th studio album. Are you guys playing some of the new songs off of that?
Yeah, we're going to play quite a few actually, and some people might say it's too many, but after all, we're here to promote a new album, so it's important to play at least a few songs, you know.
Very cool. And of course, the new album is Abrahadabra. And can you tell us a little bit about the process of that and where some of the influence came from that?
Well, we decided pretty much early on that we wanted to make a big sounding album, and came out actually bigger sounding than we expected. So but it was quite a lot of work, you know. We paid a lot of attention to details, and we arranged the songs from top to bottom several times, you know, just to see how well we could make it float, basically. So it's we're really satisfied with it.
Cool. And you said, I mean, because it's got that full sound, part of that is because you have the full orchestra and you also have a full choir this time?
Yes.
How did you end up getting these musicians? Like, you have a composer that helped you. Did he help you get the orchestra? Because it's different from the one that you used before. How do you find them? Or?
Yeah, no, I mean, we had of course assistance from our conductor who transcribed the notes and stuff like that, because we don't know how to do that. So, but we demoed every song with keyboards and stuff first, of course, and then we knew already then that it was gonna end up sounding pretty huge. So.
Very cool. And I think it was like over 100 musicians played on it.
Yeah, altogether. Yeah, I guess I think it's been taken a bit out of context that you know, maybe people think that, oh, we needed 100 people to help us make the album, but it's really cool to finally again use a proper orchestra, and also for the first time a real choir, because it adds so much more to the dynamics, you know?
Yeah, and a choir, I mean, like the orchestra stuff has how many people in that alone?
About 60, something like that. So yeah, it was huge.
Where did you guys come up for your ideas for like lyrics and things like that for this album?
Well, the last one was more or less a concept album. This time it was not like that, although some of the lyrics share the same themes, or whatever you want to call it. So the influences I drew from a lot of the occult, you know, obviously. Aleister Crowley has been a huge influence through all my life, but I think it's more or less in the later years when I grew up that I understand his words, you know. It's as a kid you just think he's you know, a special person, a special magician, but you know, once you grow up, then that's when you understand.
Yeah, you have a different perspective when she gets older. Yeah, the title actually has something to do with like the Aleister Crowley.
Yes, it's Abrahadabra is supposed to be his most magical formula, and he changed it from abracadabra, obviously, and put the H in there instead, because according to the way he sees it, this is the AN of Horus, so the H is for Horus. And, so yeah, we wanted to have a different type of title this time. You know, we've gone by the 3 words title for many albums, so we wanted to break that up and do something unexpected. But yeah, I think the album title really symbolically connects with both the music and the lyrical themes on this album.
And you said to like change it up a bit too. The new video that's out for Gateway, you guys have a different feel and look to that as well. How did you guys come up with that, or did you guys have influence on that? Or
yeah, sure. I mean, we everything from the design, the creation of the costumes that we have. Of course, that's all our ideas. But for the video, the director Sandra also had a lot of ideas. So we just incorporated all the ideas that we had, and put it together, basically.
Where'd you guys get the influence to do like more the white? Because you guys are always more like the blacks and things like that.
Yeah, it's you know, we just wanted to do something different and something unexpected, and it's like white, whoever has done that before, you know, especially from the type of genre that we come from, you know. So yeah, it's different.
That's very cool. I like it. Again, you're out with the Darkness Reborn Tour. Also, I heard something too where you guys did some shows with Korn.
Yeah, we did a few shows in Europe with Korn, and that was different. Of course, we wanted to play in front of a different audience and trying to capture some of the young kids, you know.
Yeah.
And that was, you know, a challenging thing, because it was not really our crowd, you know. Of course, there was a lot of Dimmu fans too, but mostly it was Korn's crowd, and yeah, it was really cool. It came across as if we managed to get some attention from the Korn kids, so
very
it's
cool.
good.
Well, it's not like you guys, I mean, because you guys did like an Ozfest once here too, where, I mean, that's a bigger festival where you go to see different bands, but it's still putting you guys up against stuff that no one else probably is, like those Korn kids, who knows if they had seen it before.
I'm sure there's a lot of those kids that doesn't even know that this type of music exists, so I could tell from the stage that there was like quite a few people that was like nodding their heads, you know, and liked it. So that was the whole point about doing a tour, really.
Very cool. And then of course you guys did this your tour now. You kicked off in Europe with Enslaved, which you're here with the States with, and also Psy. Is that
Sog.
Sog. Is that right? Sorry. That's pretty cool. And then you guys came here. You guys are touring here into December, and then where do you go?
We'll have January off, and then in February and March we're going to go to Australia and Japan. We haven't been in Japan for 10 years, so that's looking really forward to that. And we have some more shows lined up in April, I think, and hopefully we'll be back over here in the summer, you know, doing another tour, depending on which one, but we will probably try and get on one of those festival tours. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to be done, you know.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
No problem.
Again, the new album is Abracadabra. Remember, support your artists and buy their albums. This has been a video edition of Musician Photojournal.